Right, this is the top of Waterloo Road. Excuse the barnet, I know it's a mess. That is St John's Church. I'm not even really sure what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm just over in this part of town. I've got a little bit of time to kill, so we're walking around here this morning. "1816" that says above the door. But all this is all marble. This stone was laid by Her Royal Highness Helen, Duchess of Albany, October the 26th, 1903. Now, this building was originally a hospital, because you can see outpatients department there above that doorway. Oh yeah, look, the Royal Waterloo Hospital for Children and Women, supported by voluntary contributions, patrons, His Majesty King Edward VII, Her Majesty Queen Alexandra, Their Royal Highnesses the Prince and Princess of Wales. Right. The amount of times I've seen that building and not read that above the door. Well, it's all part of a university now, I'm quite sure. South Bank University. I'll find out for sure, and I'll add some text to confirm that. Oh yeah, look, King's College, London. Yeah, I knew it was something to do with a college or a university. You know, years ago, that's what they used to call Cardboard City under there. So this is Waterloo Bridge, and that takes you over to, well, the North Bank, Covent Garden, the Strand, the West End, etc. the middle of the road there is the IMAX cinema. There's a screen inside there that wraps around. It does wrap around the seating. No pedestrians. Where? Where is there no pedestrians? I can walk along here. It's Phil Mitchell. Nice to see the blossom on the trees. So this is obviously the front of Waterloo station. So this building opposite is called Elizabeth House. I know there's a lot of people who think that probably looks disgusting, but that is an example of a late 60s office block that is still in its original state. But it won't be there for much longer because it's going to be torn down and a much taller, larger building is going to be put in its place. I know it looks horrible and dishevelled and run down, but yeah, when that's gone, there'll be very, very few examples of that style of building in its original state left in London. Back out onto Waterloo Road here. old house on its own, just plotted up here in the middle of all this crochet classes. Oh look, they've got a lemon tree growing there. It's just left there on its own, that building. I wonder whether that was part of a terrace before all this area was redeveloped. I know it's a rambling walk this morning. Didn't have nothing in mind really, just walking about, burning a bit of energy. Incidentally, I think it's this corner. This is the corner where Buster, one of the great train robbers, he had a flower store here years ago. It's along here somewhere. Looks like a falafel place now. It was along here somewhere. Right, so we're near back to where the walk started. This is Exton Street. Look at that tree, look. It's grown around the fence. It's enveloped the fence. Second Street. So this area years ago, even the middle of the 20th century, last century, in the 1950s, would have been a very, very working class area, this area. very working class. It would have just been loads of terraced housing, much like what you can see here. I'll show you a bit of an example around the back streets, but I've just noticed a plaque over here. Action for Children. The charity Action for Children was founded as the children's home on this site by Reverend Thomas Bowman Stevenson, a Methodist minister, on the 9th of July 1869. This plaque was unveiled to mark the Action for Children's 140th anniversary. Rightio. So yeah, this area now is far from a working class area, but it used to be in the middle of the last century. And probably through the 60s. There's another plaque there. Astley's. Philip and Patty Astley first staged spectacular horse riding feats nearby on Easter Monday 1768, adding acrobats and clowns. They created what we now know as circus. Right, okay. That's mad. The origin of the word circus. The 250th anniversary 2018. That's crazy. Look at these gaffs. They go for a few quid now, I tell you. Look at that. Old Citroen. Have a look at that. It's a beast. Injection electronic. That's a left-hand drive as well. So yeah, look, you get the idea with these streets. They're worth a pretty penny now, but years ago this would have been a very working class area. With that old door. So this road up the top here, what Roupell Street comes off of, that's the street we was just in. This is Cornwall Road. So yeah, as I stated, this is Cornwall Road, and this is where Mad Frankie Fraser used to come from. Cornwall Road, this is where he used to live. He was part of the firm, the South London firm, who were arch enemies of the Krays over in the east. So this back in the day would have been the home of villains. Look at these old streets. The White Hart. But as stated, that's all gone now. You haven't got them type of people around here anymore. Well, not many of them anyway. It's very well to do. St Patrick's Catholic Church, 1897. Second Street, there's not really much up here to show you. I don't know whether it's still here, but years ago there used to be a boxing club up here on the right. But as I say, they probably haven't got the clientele around here anymore to use it. So this is Theed Street off of Cornwall Road. I'm going to wrap this up soon. Waterloo Street. So yet more terraced housing, and this is what it used to be, folks. Look at that old Morris Minor, look. Proper old car. There's another one here, look, what's this? Someone down here likes their old motors, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this walk up soon. Once you've seen one old terraced street, you've seen them all, haven't you, really? But yeah, this used to be very working class London. It's not no more. This is very middle class. Upper middle class, I would say. Look at that Lancia. Got some right nice old motors down here. It's another Citroen. Windmill Walk. That's it, this walk's done.